think that's their problem, Michael.
Yeah.
So, Stuart, picking up on that idea of a hot mess, I want you to take a listen to what Donald Trump had to say about, of all things, electricity. Take a listen. We do not have it. All right, let me just read it to you because the nuttiness will come through. We will be creating so much electricity that you'll be saying, please, please, President, we don't want any more electricity. We can't stand it. You'll be begging me, no more electricity, sir. We have enough. We have enough. I mean, the guy is a disaster, Stuart, and I just have to wonder. I know there's been a lot of talk about, like, oh, he wishes he could replace J.D. Vance. They would have chosen another VP contender had they known that they were going to run against Harris. If this were a governing party, a party that were serious about winning in November and not a cult of personality, would they be having a serious conversation about replacing Donald Trump?
Yes, but that's a time far away. That party doesn't exist anymore. You know, I mean, look, it's clear Donald Trump's a couple of tall boys short of a six-pack, but the underlying part of this is there is no policy here. So just think about it. Like, if Michael and I were running a campaign for Republican, right, you would put together a platform. And that platform would be what you wanted to do when you got elected governor, elected president, or elected governor. It's not very complicated. And whoever you were running against, it really shouldn't matter. Because this is what I want to do. I'm saying vote for me because I have these ideas. I'm excited about it. We can get this done. The other person, they want to do something else. Okay, maybe we'll talk about contrast. But you should be able to talk about what you want to do. And they can't do that, not only in the Trump campaign, but in the Republican Party, because there is no governing philosophy and there is no agenda. It's extraordinary how many Republicans out there are running ads about bills they voted against. The infrastructure. You know, J.D. Vance was asked what was his greatest achievement, and he named something in the infrastructure bill he voted against. And that's because they haven't done anything. And it's really a collapse of any kind of intellectual center of the party. And now you have this nutty Project 2025, which is filling a vacuum. And these people realize they can put together this sort of encyclopedia of radical ideas, and they are very radical ideas, and they could put them inside the Trump campaign because Trump himself has no ideas. He has emotions. He has grievances. He doesn't have governing philosophies or ideas.
But, you know, if I may, to Stuart's point, when he talks about former President Trump having grievances, he represents a large swath of Americans who also have those grievances. You have this fear of DEI, this fear of disappearing, this fear of being replaced, and that's what Trump and Vance's selection was a double down on, we're going to run the two white men to show you the way this country really ought to be handled. They want to go back to the 1950s, and Vice President Harris, she says, we're not going back. She's framed it about freedom, and Project 2025 is all about taking away our freedoms, all of us. It's not just some of us. There's a lot of stuff in there that you should read about because it's about taking away freedom.
It's about